Hello, and welcome back to the Learning Corner, your go-to channel for deep dives into various topics that touch our lives. Before we delve into today's topic, if you're new here or haven't done so yet, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button below. Your support fuels our passion to keep creating informative and engaging content. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share our videos with your friends and family. Remember, knowledge is power, and it's meant to be shared. To make sure you never miss out on new video uploads, do click the notification bell. We release new videos regularly, exploring different subjects that can enrich your understanding of the world. Today, we're going to venture into a topic that's often misunderstood yet affects millions worldwide. We're going to talk about depression. Depression is more than just having a bad day or feeling sad. It's a complex mental health disorder, and understanding it is the first step towards combating it. So let's get started. Have you ever wondered why sadness sometimes feels like a heavy cloud that just won't lift? This is the realm we're stepping into today, the world of depression, a place where sadness takes an intense and persistent form, often masking itself behind common emotions, making it an insidious presence in many lives. Depression isn't just feeling down. It's a profound, pervasive sense of despair that extends far beyond temporary sadness. It's like a shadow that hovers, making it difficult to see the beauty of life, to engage in day-to-day activities, or even to get out of bed in the morning. It's a heaviness that weighs on the heart and mind, often leading to feelings of worthlessness and thoughts of self-harm. In our journey of understanding, it's essential to recognize that depression is much more than a bout of the blues, or a reaction to life's ups and downs. It's a complex mental health disorder that can impact anyone, regardless of age, gender, or socioeconomic status. Consider this. Even those who seem the happiest may be wearing a mask, hiding the internal turmoil of depression. It's a silent battle, often fought behind closed doors, making it crucial to foster empathy and understanding. Depression is not a choice, nor a sign of weakness. It's a medical condition, just like diabetes or heart disease. It's also widespread, affecting millions around the world. And yet, despite its prevalence, it remains shrouded in stigma, often misunderstood, and frequently undiagnosed. But here's the good news. Depression is treatable. With the right understanding, support, and professional help, individuals can navigate their way through the fog of depression and reclaim their lives. As we delve deeper into this topic, let's remember, understanding is the first step towards combating depression. It's about recognizing the signs, reaching out, and seeking help when needed. It's about breaking down the barriers of stigma and opening up conversations about mental health. Depression is more than just a bad day. It's a medical condition that affects millions. Depression isn't a one-size-fits-all diagnosis. It has many faces. Just as there are countless individuals in the world, there are countless ways depression can manifest. Let's delve into the different types of depression, each with its unique characteristics and challenges. First up, major depressive disorder, or MDD. This isn't your everyday blues. It's a constant, heavy cloud that hangs over your life, making even the simplest tasks seem daunting. It's characterized by a persistent feeling of sadness or a lack of interest that leads to a range of emotional and physical problems. Then, we have persistent depressive disorder, also known as dysthymia. Imagine carrying a weight on your shoulders for years on end, sometimes even decades. That's dysthymia. It's less severe than MDD, but its longevity can make it just as, if not more, debilitating. Bipolar disorder, on the other hand, is a roller coaster of emotions. It's not just about the lows, it's about extreme highs too. People with this disorder experience episodes of depression, but also episodes of mania, periods of high energy, reduced need for sleep, and increased activity. Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is a type of depression that's connected to changes in seasons. It often begins and ends at the same times every year. For most people, symptoms start in the fall and continue into the winter months, sapping energy and making you feel moody. Lastly, there's postpartum depression, a condition that affects women after giving birth. It's not just baby blues. It's a severe, long-lasting form of depression. It's a storm that can bring with it intense feelings of sadness, anxiety, or despair that can interfere with a new mother's ability to care for herself or her family. Each of these forms of depression is unique, with its own set of symptoms, triggers, and effects. Yet, they all share one commonality: they disrupt life. They take the color, the joy, the motivation out of existence and replace it with a gray haze of desolation. But remember, each type of depression has its unique characteristics, but they all share the common thread of disrupting life. Among the types of depression, major depressive disorder often takes center stage. This type of depression is more than just feeling sad or going through a rough patch. It's a serious mental health condition that engulfs a person's life, making day-to-day tasks and even getting out of bed a formidable challenge. Major depressive disorder is characterized by a number of symptoms, which can include a persistent feeling of sadness, a loss of interest in activities that were once enjoyable, difficulty sleeping or sleeping too much, feeling excessively tired, having trouble concentrating, and even thoughts of death or suicide. It's like being stuck in a deep, dark hole with no ladder to climb out. The world may be moving on, but for those with major depressive disorder, it feels as though time stands still. But how prevalent is major depressive disorder? This condition is far from rare. In fact, it's one of the most common mental health disorders worldwide. The World Health Organization estimates that over 300 million people globally are living with major depressive disorder. That's roughly the equivalent of the entire population of the United States. Major depressive disorder is a serious condition that needs medical attention. It's a formidable opponent in the battle for mental health, but with the right help and treatment, it can be managed and overcome. Remember, it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help, it's a sign of strength. Imagine a low-lying cloud of sadness that just won't go away. That's persistent depressive disorder. It's a type of depression that's not as intense as major depressive disorder, but it's chronic, lasting for 2 years, or sometimes even longer. This subtle yet persistent type of depression can be likened to a soft, unending drizzle that soaks you through, rather than a swift downpour. The symptoms might not be as severe as those in major depressive disorder, but they are consistent. Individuals suffering from this disorder might experience a constant feeling of sadness or hopelessness, lack of energy, difficulty concentrating, and even changes in their eating and sleeping patterns. What distinguishes persistent depressive disorder from major depressive disorder is its duration and intensity. While major depressive disorder involves intense episodes of severe depression, persistent depressive disorder is characterized by a long-term, low-level depression that impacts a person's mood and ability to function daily. This disorder can make everyday tasks feel heavy and daunting. It can affect one's ability to work, maintain healthy relationships, and enjoy life. It's like living under a gray cloud that never seems to lift, coloring every aspect of a person's life with its bleak hue. Yet, despite its chronic nature, it's important to remember that persistent depressive disorder is treatable. With the right therapy and medication, individuals can manage their symptoms and lead fulfilling lives. Persistent depressive disorder may be less severe, but its long-term presence can take a toll on one's life. Depression may be a formidable foe, but it is not unbeatable. Let's explore the proven strategies for overcoming this unseen adversary. First, we have medication. While it might not be everyone's first choice, it's an option that's helped countless individuals regain control of their lives. Antidepressants work by balancing chemicals in your brain that affect mood and emotions. These medications can take a few weeks to work, so don't be discouraged if you don't feel better right away. Then there's therapy, an essential component of the fight against depression. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, helps you identify and change thought and behavior patterns that lead to depressive feelings. Interpersonal therapy focuses on improving your relationships and social interactions to reduce depression. But overcoming depression isn't just about what you can do in a therapist's office. It's also about what you do with the other 168 hours in your week. Lifestyle changes play a significant role in managing depression. Regular physical activity can boost your mood, while a healthy diet can provide the nutrients your brain needs to function optimally. Adequate sleep is also vital, as it allows your mind and body to heal and recharge. Lastly, but certainly not least, is the importance of support from loved ones. Depression can make you feel isolated, but remember, you are not alone in this fight. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or support groups. They can provide you with the emotional backing needed to face depression head-on. Seeking help is crucial. It's not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength. You're taking control, deciding not to let depression dictate your life. Overcoming depression is a journey, not a sprint. There will be good days and bad victories and setbacks, but every step taken, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Remember, in the fight against depression, you are never alone. Depression, in all its forms, is a serious condition that affects many. Today, we've explored the different faces of this pervasive mental health issue, from the overwhelming despair of major depressive disorder to the chronic low mood of persistent depressive disorder. We've learned that depression is not a one-size-fits-all diagnosis, but a complex interplay of many factors, both internal and external, that manifests in a variety of ways. Despite its complexity, we've also discovered that there are proven clinical ways to cope with and overcome depression. From cognitive behavioral therapy to medication and lifestyle changes, the path to recovery is possible. It requires understanding, compassion, and often professional help. But it's a journey worth taking. Understanding is the first step to healing. If you or a loved one are facing depression, remember to reach out for help. The strength and resilience within you are powerful tools in your fight against depression.